Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this Rastafarian skirt. And the length of this one is 53 centimeter and the width is 36 centimeter without stretching. So without further ado, let's go straight to the tutorial. For the materials we're going to use today, we have 4 colors of yarn in red, green, black, and yellow, and they're 100% acrylic. And we also need tape measure, cutter, yarn needle to sew our ends, stitch marker, and for my hook, I'm using 3mm crochet hook. So I have here, guys, the measurement of my waistline. It's 70 centimeter. So I divide it into 2, 35 centimeter. So for this project, we need 2 panels. So front and back. So the first panel, the front one, it has 14 rows. And the back one, it has 13 rows. I'm gonna explain to you later why they don't have the same number of rows. I will show you that later. And 35 centimeter without stretching. And if I stretch it, it's gonna be 39 centimeter. So it will be easy for me to take it off and put it on. We're going to make our foundation ring. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the first stitch, put your hook in and make a slip stitch. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Put your stitch marker. Chain 1. And we're going to put double crochet inside this ring. So yarn over, put your hook in, and make double crochet. And again, we're going to put another 2 double crochet inside the ring. 1, 2. Now chain 2, 1, 2. And again, we're going to make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 and another double crochet. And that completes our first row. For the second row, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Put your stitch marker. Chain 1. Turn your work. And on the first chain 1 space, we're going to put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. And on the next chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2. And on the same chain 2 space, put another 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. On the next chain space, put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. Remove your stitch marker and put double crochet where the stitch marker is. And after 2 rows, this is what it looks like. For third row, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Put your stitch marker. chain 1, turn your work. On the first chain space, put 3 double crochet. Chain 1. On the next chain space, put 3 double crochet. Chain 1. On the middle chain space, put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and another 3 double crochet. One, 2, 3 double crochet after the chain 2. Chain 1. Three double crochet on the next chain space. Chain 1. 3 double crochet on the last chain space. Chain 1. Remove our stitch marker and put double crochet. Chain 1, pull and cut. Now we're changing color. So after third row of yellow, this is what it looks like. For our next color is green. And now we're going to connect our yarn on the stitch here. So put your hook in and make a slip stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Put your stitch marker on. Chain 1. On the first chain space, put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Chain 1. On the middle chain space, we're going to put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and again 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Chain 1, remove the stitch marker and put double crochet. For the 5th row, chain 3, put stitch marker on. I like to put stitch marker, guys, so I have a straight line in here. Chain 1, put 3 double crochet, chain 1, on the next chain space 3 double crochet, chain 1, three double crochet on the next chain space, chain 1, 3 double crochet. We are now in the middle chain space, so again 3 double crochet plus chain 2 plus 3 double crochet on the same chain space. So before that we have to chain 1, chain 1, move to the next chain space, 3 double crochet, chain 1, so every chain space we put 3 double crochet except the chain space on the middle, which is this one here. Chain 1, on our last chain space we're going to put 3 double crochet, followed by chain 1, remove our stitch marker and put double crochet. Now we're moving to the next row, so chain 3, put our stitch marker, chain 1, turn our work, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, on the middle chain space we put 3 double crochet plus chain 2 and again 3 double crochet on the same chain space. Chain 1, move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, We are now on our last chain space, so put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, remove the stitch marker and put double crochet. Chain 1, pull and close it, then cut. And for our next color is red. For our next color is red, and this will be our 7th row. So where we cut our yarn, that's where we're going to connect also our next color. Make a slip stitch. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Put the stitch marker on, chain 1, turn our work. On the first chain space, again, put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, oops, chain 1. On the next chain space, put 3 double crochet. We are now on the chain 2 space, so chain 1, put 3 double crochet plus chain 2 and another 3 double crochet on the same chain 2 space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space, chain 1, move on to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet again, chain 1, we are now on our last chain space for this row. Chain 1, remove our stitch marker, and that completes our 7th row. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, put the stitch marker, chain 1, turn your work, put 3 double crochet on the first chain space, chain 1. We are now on the middle chain 2 space, so put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and another 3 double crochet. Move on to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, remove our stitch marker, yarn over and put double crochet where the stitch marker is. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, turn your work, 3 double crochet on the first chain space, chain 1, so I'm going to show you guys the first set of colors. For this first three color, for this first three colors, every 3 rows we're changing colors, but the next one is the black. We're only gonna put 2 rows of black, and then we're gonna start again yellow, green, and red. Chain 1. We are now on our last chain space, so put 3 double crochet, chain 1, remove our stitch marker, and put double crochet. So this is what it looks like, guys, after 11 rows. And for yellow, green, and red, for each color has 3 rows except the black. We only need 2 rows for the black. So now the measurement of this one is 27 centimeter. So I'm gonna keep going until I reach 35 centimeter. That will be 14 rows for me. So measure your waistline and divide it into 2. And you keep making rows until you reach the measurement for your waistline. So this is the front panel, which I already finished. So I'm gonna measure it for you so you have more idea and you understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna measure it. This is gonna be my waistline, which is divided into 2. So it's 35 centimeter. So without stretching it. If I stretch it, it will reach 39 centimeter. So we need 2 more of this, but for the second panel, which is gonna be the back, we need only 13 rows. And then after, I will meet you after you finish your back panel, which is 13 rows, and I will show you what's the next step. So I have here, guys, my 2 panels, which is one of them has 14 rows and the other one has 13 rows. So where my hook is connected, this is the 13 rows. And now we're gonna face them like this. So the right side is on the top. And now we're gonna yarn over, grab the other panel, and on the first double crochet, there's a stitch there. We're gonna put our hook in, pull through. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 2 loops on our hook, and now we're gonna yarn over and pull through all 2 loops like this. Now we're gonna put our hook in on this first chain space of 13 rows panel. So put it like this and make a single crochet. Now from like this, you're gonna turn it like this, and we're gonna skip this chain space and put 3 double crochet on the next chain space. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. So now we're gonna complete our 14th rows for this 13 rows panel. So we're gonna keep going and making 3 double crochet each chain space, and when we reach on the middle chain 2 space, we're gonna put 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. So you're gonna keep going, guys, and I will meet you on the last chain space. I am now on the last chain space, so chain 1, put 3 double crochet on the last chain space. So 1, 2, and 3. Stretch it like this. Release your hook. Grab the other panel. Put your hook in on the top stitch of this double crochet. Put it on the next panel like this and pull through and make chain 1 and pull, and then we're going to cut our yarn. So it should be look like this. Don't worry about all this yarn hanging, guys. We're gonna sew it later. So now we're gonna move on to the next color, which is green. So now we're gonna connect our green yarn on the left side of the top panel. So now we're gonna turn it like this. And from here, this is the connection that we've made. So there's a chain space in there. We're gonna skip that one, and on the second chain space we're gonna connect our green yarn and make a slip stitch. Pull it, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Put your stitch marker, and make 2 double crochet. So 1, 2, chain 1, move to the next chain space, so this will be my 15th row, guys. Chain 1, move on to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space, chain 1. So we need 3 rows of green. So we're going to do like this, and in here I'm gonna show you what to do. So keep making 3 double crochet all the way And then I will meet you on this corner on the next connection. So this is my last chain space of the first panel. So I put 3 double crochet, and now I'm going to chain 1, and we're going to skip this 2 cluster of 3 double crochet, and we're gonna yarn over and straight to the next panel on the first chain space. So yarn over, put your hook in, and put double crochet. Another 2 double crochet on the next chain space. So it's like this, guys. So now chain 1, move on to the next chain space, and we're gonna do exactly the same. 3 double crochet each chain space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet. So again, guys, you have to keep making 3 double crochet each chain spaces, and I will meet you on the second connection. I am now on the last chain space of my second panel. So chain 1, put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and we're going to connect it where the stitch marker is. So remove your stitch marker and make a slip stitch. And it's like this. For our 16th row, we're going to move on this chain space, so we need to make a slip stitch. So 1, 2, and 1 more. We're gonna put our hook in inside this chain space and make a slip stitch like this. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, put our stitch marker on the third stitch, and put 2 double crochet inside this chain space. 1, 2, chain 1, and we're gonna keep going again and make 3 double crochet each chain space. Chain 1, so again, guys, keep going and finish this 16 rows, and I will meet you on the second panel on the last chain space. I am now on the second connection, so I've done already my 3 double crochet. So now I'm going to chain 1, skip these 2 green 3 double crochet, remove the stitch marker, and make a slip stitch like this. Now to begin our 17th row, we're gonna make a slip stitch. So 1 and 2. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, put our stitch marker back, and put 2 double crochet inside this chain space. So 1, 2, and this is our first 3 double crochet for our 17th row. And now, guys, you're gonna keep going until you finish the 17th row, and I will meet you after, and then I will explain something for you. So I'm going to finish this row by skipping these 3 double crochet and make a slip stitch on this chain 3. Chain 1, close it, and then cut it. So this is what it looks like after 17th rows. This is what it looks like on the side. So now guys, you're gonna keep going until you get your desired length. And this is the color arrangement that you need to follow. So for yellow, green, and red, 3 rows of each. But if it's black, we're only gonna use 2 rows. So go ahead guys and get your desired length, and I will meet you after. So I've got here guys the length that I want for this skirt. So from top to the tip, it's 43 centimeter. Now we're gonna start working to make this skirt straight. On the next step, we're only gonna work half of the skirt. So we're going to start on this chain 2 space and keep working on the side and also on the other half of the back. So we're gonna stop on the chain 2 space also. So from here, we're gonna turn our work like this. And then we're gonna grab our hook and our yarn, which is the next color. Whichever color you stop, the next one, connect it on the chain 2 space and make a slip stitch like this. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, close this one, and make 3 double crochet on the chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet again. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Again, chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Oops. Chain 1, move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. Chain 1. So you're gonna keep working guys all the way up to here. So in here on the side, you're gonna skip this 3 double crochet as normal, and you're gonna keep working again all the way until you reach the back panel on the chain 2 space. Then I will meet you before the chain 2 space. We are now on this chain 2 space. So now we're not gonna chain 1. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna yarn over 2 times and put triple crochet inside this chain 2 space. So 1, 2, 3, like this. Now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn our work. And we're gonna put 3 double crochet inside this chain space. Not this one here, the second one. 1, 2 and 3. Now chain 1 and again, excuse me, 3 double crochet inside this chain space. Chain 1, and on the following chain space we're gonna put 3 double crochet again. Chain 1, and it's the same on the side. We're gonna skip this 3 double crochet and keep going, and again I will meet you before this chain 4, so I'll meet you in here. So again guys, to finish this row we're not going to chain 1, we're gonna yarn over 2 times and put our hook inside this chain 4 space, and we're going to make triple crochet again. And to start another row we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn our work, and again skip this chain space and move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. So go ahead guys and finish this row, and I will meet you on the next color. So this is what we've done guys. As you can see, start straightening it up, and it's like we're filling the gap on this side. So on our next color will be black. Now grab your black yarn and connect it on this chain 4 space. So put it inside and make a slip stitch. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this chain space. So you're gonna skip this chain space and put 3 double crochet on this next chain space. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, move to the next chain space and put 3 double crochet. So we're doing exactly the same guys, we just change color. So again, in every chain space we're going to put 3 double crochet. Chain 1, skip these 3 double crochet, and put 3 double crochet on the next chain space, and again keep going. So again guys, I will meet you before this triple crochet, so I'll meet you on this chain space. So again guys, we are now on our last chain space, which is the triple crochet that we've done on our last row. So now we're not going to chain one, we're just gonna yarn over 2 times, put our hook inside this triple crochet space and make another triple crochet. Chain 4 to start another row. Turn your work. Skip this chain space and put 3 double crochet on this chain space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on the next chain space. So go ahead guys and finish these last 2 rows of black, and I will meet you on the next color. So we are now finished on our black. As you can see guys, there's a big difference now. And now for our next color is yellow. So after the yellow, we only left with little space. To fill this gap, we're gonna put green color to finish this side. And then you're gonna keep working this side. So we're gonna connect our green and make a slip stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 3 double crochet on this first chain space. So we're gonna fill the gap with green color. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on this next chain space. Chain 1, 3 double crochet on this next chain space. Chain 1. So we left with 3 double crochet. So now we're going to chain 1 and make a slip stitch. Chain 1, and you have to close it and cut. So the side should be look like this guys. So this is what it looks like guys after we finish working both sides and also on the sides. So now we're going to start hiding all this yarn hanging. So now grab your needle, and this is the right side. We're going to flip like this, and this one we can hide it in here on the green because it's closest to green. So we put our yarn needle first because it's short. And you make a knot. So like that. Again, I'm going to show you. this one, the black one. So go ahead guys and hang all this, hide all this yarn hanging, and I will meet you on the next step. So this is the waist area. So we're going to start on the side and put 3 single crochet each chain space. So here chain space, chain space, chain space. So put your yarn like this, your hook, chain 1, make 3 single crochet on this chain space. 1, 2, 3. Move on to the next chain space. 1, 2, 3. Move on to the next chain space. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna keep working guys, putting 3 single crochet each chain space, and on the last chain space you're going to put again 3 single crochet and then make a slip stitch on the first single crochet that we've done. So now guys, we're going to start making our waistband. So for our foundation chain, we're going to chain 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now we're going to skip the 16th stitch and put single crochet on the following stitches. So skip this 16th stitch, put your hook on the 15th stitch and make single crochet. So you should have 15 single crochet there. Now we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and now we're only gonna work on the back loop. So the front loop is this one, the back loop is this one here. Sorry guys if you can't see it clearly. So now let me put my hook back. So the chain 1 you're going to skip and put your hook on the back loop of this first stitch, like this. Again, put single crochet only on the back loop. Chain 1, turn your work, skip the chain 1 and put single crochet only on the back loop of the following stitches. You can put stitch marker guys so you don't miss any. So every row you should have 15 single crochet. chain 1, turn your work, put single crochet again, only on the back loop. So you're gonna keep working this, guys, until you get the right size for your waistband, and also make sure that it's gonna be easier for you to put it on and take it off. So this is gonna be stretchy, so, and also it start making a shape, this waistband. So it's starting to have a shape. It starts the ribbing effect. So you're gonna keep going, guys, until you get your size for your waist and also stretchy enough for you to be able to put it on comfortably and take it off. So this is my waistband, guys, and this is a total of 60 rows, and as you can see, it's very stretchy. Now we're gonna connect them. So put your hook on the first stitch on the other side and make a slip stitch. Now you're going to chain 1, and on the first stitch and also on the other stitch on the other side, you're gonna make single crochet like this, and on the remaining stitches you're gonna put single crochet. So go ahead, guys, and put single crochet each stitches, and I will meet you after you finish this. So now, guys, turn your work inside out. So after you flip your skirt and also your waistband, the wrong side is on the top, you can also do it this way to make it easier for you to connect your waistband. So put it like this. Wait a minute, there. The top, where we're going to start is in here on top. So put it like this. Cut yourself a yarn, and we're going to use this for like a stitch marker in a way. So stretch it like this. Make sure this one is on the middle. Put it inside. Remember, guys, this is the wrong side, it's on the top. Even on the waistband, it's the same. So put it like this. Stretch it like this. Grab one of your yarn, stretch it, go on the side, put it roughly, as long as it's on the side. Put your hook like this, pull through and pull through like this. So now the first side is secure. Now we're gonna move on to the next side. So because we're going to start where the hook is, so we're gonna stretch it until you reach the skirt waistline. So you're gonna stretch it. So since we have here the hook, we're gonna put our hook inside the stitch on the side. Like this, chain 1 to secure it. Okay, leave it like this. Now we're gonna stretch it again and hold it until we get the middle like this. So put your hook in, grab one cut yarn, like that, stretch it again, flip it, like this, get it roughly like this. So now the four corner is secure, like this. So now we're going to start to make single crochet like this. So even if it's not evenly laying down to each other flat, it's okay because we can adjust our stitch according to the waistline and the waistband and to the skirt. So it's very easy to adjust, guys, because we have now secure the four corners. Hopefully that makes sense. So now we're going to start making single crochet. So if you can see that if you flatten like this, in here it's flat, but this one here is a little bit like this, you can adjust your stitch slowly until you have it flat. Because remember, the waistband is stretching, so it's okay. So now we're gonna move to the next stitch, make single crochet. And on the same stitch where the waistband is, you're gonna put back your hook again, but here we already on the second stitch, like this. Now move on to the next stitch, and also on the next stitch on the waistband. So basically it's like 2 stitches from the skirt and 1 stitch from the waistband. So move on to the next stitch, the same stitch from the waistband, so that's how you're gonna do this, guys, until you finish this circle. And when you finish it, don't forget to chain 1 and close it and cut. So after we connect our waistband into our skirt, this is what it looks like. And the inside, this is what it looks like. So it has a neat outcome. Thank you guys for watching, and please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.